Hey, happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome. I am Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 9th or the 10th of December. I'm unsure of the date. Regardless, it's for Wednesday. We are using tarot to feel for our message today. We have the sun in Sagittarius, the moon has moved into Virgo, and Neptune has stationed direct. It's come out of retrograde. One more retrograde down. That still leaves Jupiter, Chiron, and Uranus in retrograde. So we're tuning into the energy atmosphere. What's on offer? The blessings, the gifts of the day. First set of cards, we have two. We're starting out with the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Great manifestation energy. You know, we've seen a bit from the Nine of Cups lately. And out of this deck with an extra message on it that our manifestation is landing. And the Queen of Pentacles is over here creating a ripple effect about that. So it's reward that continues to pay us as we move onward with our manifestation. Beautiful energy there. And she's paired with the Knight of Pentacles. The details matter. So we have the Queen and the Knight. And while our manifestation is incoming, landing in some regards, right? The details still matter. What are the details? The details would be your frequency, your inner dialogue, your vibe. Where are you at? Are you supportive or non-supportive of your own process here? So check in with yourself and get yourself where you need to be frequency-wise to be receptive to all that's on its way in. Next we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, because that's what's on its way in. The Ace of Cups to the power of 10. This is the love, bliss, joy, happiness overflowing in our world, which is so fabulous, right? So you want to be awake, aware, and alert for this. Take the posture of the Queen of Pentacles and have the bird's eye view. We saw that in one of the angel answer cards out of yesterday's reading. I think we had the eagle. You know, see everything from a higher perspective. See everything that you are in manifestation with, that you are creating in the now, as the Queen of Pentacles would, and ask yourself, how do I make more of this? How do I make the most of this? How do I reinvest this and still make more, right? There you go. Next set, middle of the reading, two cards, and we have the King of Wands. Taking action. This is divine masculine energy. This is us taking action with our inspiration. I'm also going to add intuition to the mix because we're taking action on intuition because we've been encouraged time and again in the cards to listen to our intuition and follow our hearts. And I feel like that's what's happening here in the energy of the Ten of Cups. This King of Wands is taking that inspiration, ambition, motivation, and so much more in the now moment and, whoa, channeling it into another 10, the 10 of Pentacles, the legacy of happiness. So this is exactly what I was talking about moments ago with the Queen, because she's creating a ripple effect that pays the reward onward into our expansion, into our oncoming. And this King is taking that action in the spirit of the Ten of Cups with the love, bliss, joy, happiness, and creating an overflow in this ripple effect from the Queen. This is why the details matter, Knight of Pentacles, and creating a legacy of happiness. This is something that absolutely stands the test of time and continues to keep giving because we keep showing up. Next, we have the Chariot, swift moving energy, dynamic moving energy, number 7 out of the major arcana. Heaven touches earth here. This is really beautiful energy. Gosh, take a moment, really pause today with gratitude and have great appreciation for what is in evolution, because this is amazing. And just what I said moments ago, we keep showing up, so this continues, right? And then there's the Two of Cups. Show up in the way you desire to be met. I also feel that as these retrogrades turn and station direct, we see the evidence of all that we have been investing in. I'd love to see the Four of Pentacles here. I feel that energy because we are thoughtful of the way we invest our energy and how we spend our energy. And we've continued to show up in self-relationship for ourselves And that is what creates this 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. That's why the details matter. Bottom of the deck, how is the universe helping us out behind the scenes? Our first card is the Knight of Swords. More swift moving energy like the Chariot. And the little message on this card is, if you think quickly, you shouldn't forget to feel. Interesting perspective. Next, we have Six of Wands, victory, success, homecoming to our own heart space. And we have a little message on the card that says, you did it. You've done it. You're doing it. It's happening right now. And you're watching this. This is evidence for you. If you see it nowhere else, see it here. This is evidence that the universe is working with you. For you. With surprise and delight on its side. Next we have 10 of Swords. At 3 10s in the reading. That's profound. Lots of fulfillment. And don't mistake the 10 of Swords for being a card of gloom and doom. It's really not. No matter how you see it in traditional tarot, there are typically 10 swords in the back of a character on the card. Or some representative thereof, right? Depending on the deck you are using. Those 10 swords equate to the Ace of Swords to the power of 10. So it's brilliant clarity, it's everlasting strength, truth, justice even, and harmony. I'm going to throw that in there to the power of 10 here, and that's all come from our wisdom. How do we get that wisdom? Trial and error. Right? You know it. Next we have 8 of Cups. Here's some more of that wonderful divine alchemy, the kickback, if you will, to the eclipse energy, which has been showing itself this week in the readings. 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, I don't know. Several recent readings have shown us the 8 of Cups, and that has us looking to prior eclipse energy and what we set into motion with that energy. And now, as I mentioned, as these retrogrades start to station direct, and we've had, I think, 3 of them station direct now, you will see and witness greater evidence of everything you set in motion 6 to 18 months ago and how it's bringing reward forward into the now. And then we have the Ace of Wands coming back, which we saw in yesterday's reading. Beautiful. There's inspiration. This looks like she looks a bit disheveled, and it looks as though coffee really is the elixir of life in this moment. However, what I feel this is speaking to is the motivation, the ambition, the enthusiasm, everything that we have poured frequency-wise into our fulfillment, which we have 3 times over here in the 10s. So if we're looking a little ragged like this, that's cool, because we've been doing the work of our own, well, we've been work playing at our manifestation. And these are good results. They're great results, actually. 9 of Cups is after that, too. If I were to continue with the bottom of the deck, still hanging around. All right, angel answers. Let these cards confirm the reading, be a fresh message, or potentially answer a question for you. No need to worry. None whatsoever. Abundance is everywhere. And I feel abundance is indicative of the divine flow of manifestation washing up on your foundation now. Remain positive, no matter what. Go there, be there, occupy that space. We have recovery. We're seeing some of that on that Ace of Wands over there. Though we may all be feeling somewhat influenced by the astrology, by the earthquakes that are happening all over the planet, by the solar flares and CMEs that we are subject to as well. So recovery. And let us not forget that as we are in celebration of manifestation, this also means we've let go of some old energy that does not serve us. And this had to go in order to make way for what all these 10s are delivering. One more card. And that's why you keep your intuition dialed in. Look for a sign. They're everywhere. You'll see them. They'll make their way to you. Final word on the reading for today from angels and ancestors. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? We have the Hunter. Ooh, track down your fears and your desires. Yeah, absolutely, because a fear could be an obstacle to the fulfillment of your desire, your manifestation. So check that out, hunt it down, and shower it with love when you find it. All right, everybody, thank you as always for being here on the channel with me, for tuning in. Have a great Wednesday. Peace, love, joy. Namaste.